What happens when even your own parents forget your real name? My real name is Isabella, but for most of my life, nobody actually called me that. The day I was born, my dad looked at me wrapped in that tiny hospital blanket and said, "She looks like a little Boo." And somehow it stuck. At first, it was just a cute baby nickname. Good morning, Boo. Did Boo finish her milk? Look at our little Boo walking. My parents said it so much that even our relatives started using it. By the time I started preschool, the teachers heard my parents call me Boo so often that they assumed it was my real name. So roll call sounded like, Emma? Here. Daniel? Here. Boo? And 5-year-old me would proudly raise my hand. I didn't even question it. But things started getting weird around middle school. New classmates would ask, "Wait, your actual name is Boo?" And I'd laugh and say, "No, it's Isabella." But the truth was, hearing that name felt strangely unfamiliar. At home, no one ever said it. Not once. If my mom was calling me for dinner, it was always, "Boo, food's ready." If my dad cheered at my soccer games, he'd yell, "Go Boo." My friends picked it up too. Soon even my teachers started calling me Boo. It was like Isabella only existed on official documents. Then came senior year, college applications. For the first time in my life, I had to write my full legal name everywhere. Isabella Carter? It looked strange, almost like I was pretending to be someone else. A few months later, the acceptance letters arrived. I ran into the kitchen holding one. "Mom, I got in." She grabbed the envelope, read the first line, and frowned. "Who's Isabella?" She actually asked that. For a second, I just stared at her. "Mom, that's me." She laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. "Oh, right, our Boo has a fancy name." Everyone laughed, but something about that moment stuck with me. Even at my college graduation, when they called out Isabella Carter, my dad stood up in the crowd yelling, "That's my Boo!" People around him started laughing, and I remember thinking, do I even feel like Isabella? Or am I just Boo forever? When I got my first real job after graduation, I decided something. When my manager asked what name I preferred, I took a breath and said, "Isabella." It felt strange at first, but slowly, it started feeling right. My coworkers called me Isabella. My boss called me Isabella. For the first time in my life, that name actually belonged to me. A year later, something unexpected happened. I got promoted. The company posted a big announcement online. A photo of me with the caption, "Isabella Carter, Rising Star of the Year." My family saw it, and suddenly my phone exploded. My mom reposted it everywhere. "Look at our Isabella." My dad commented under the photo, "So proud of our Isabella." I stared at my screen and laughed. For 23 years, I had been Boo. Now suddenly, they remembered my real name, but I didn't argue. Because for the first time in my life, when people said Isabella, I actually turned my head.